Hi guys, welcome to another buzzing walkabout here on Buzzing Pattaya, and to part two of our Walking Street tour. In part one, if you didn't see part one, I'll drop a link in the comment below, have a look. Basically I went through some of the different bars here and showed you where certain places were, etc, etc. Now the question was asked to me, where is the best to go in Walking Street, the top 5? And in all honesty, it's an impossible question to answer because we're all different. We all like different things. We all like different kind of layouts, different styles, different music, different girls. So it's very, very difficult. So what I did in part one, and I'm going to do in part two in this video, is just walk up and show you what's going on here, some of the bars, tell you about the information about some of the places I used to work in that I know, and just really give you an up-to-date as to what's going on here in Walking Street. Okay, so behind me, oh, that was terrible. I'm useless. On this gimbal, right, you've got to press down to go up to go down, left to go right. I mean, honestly, I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box, so you can imagine why it's quite difficult. So let's go left, there you go. Let's go down, there you go. All right, so Airport Agogo. Let's just turn this camera around and let's go from there. Now, I don't know about you guys, whether you ever went to the airport club, but I loved it in there. It was really, really good. Lots of girls, fun, not expensive. Girls weren't very pushy, but unfortunately, as you can see now, sadly, it's for rent, meaning they're not going to come back, which is a real shame. Another place that's popular, Sensations Agogo. Have you been in there? If you have, drop a comment below. Let us know what you thought about Sensations. Me personally, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was all right. Good fun, nothing wrong with it. And we're just going to head up now. Sadly, this place on the right hand side, see the place here called Ginza Agogo, had a lot of very pale skinned girls working in there. I think it was more aimed at the Chinese market, but unfortunately it never worked. And I did I've done some photo shoots in there, did quite a few for him over the time, but he just never really got going, which is a shame. And unfortunately he's shut. Next door, glass house, 2 floors there, that's okay. Pop in there, see if you like it in there. Now, Lucifers, gotta say, Lucifers is definitely, in my opinion, better than all the other clubs in here. You probably disagree, and that's cool. That's the thing I love about our channel, is we've got a great interaction, brilliant community. You know, the fact that you all comment and share your knowledge is fantastic. That's what makes this channel so special. But for me, Lucifer is down the right hand side here. Now, the Music Cafe is still part of the same group, but they used to have a live band playing in there. So if you like your live music, this was a good place to go. But Lucifer used to walk down a long corridor and you go right down into it, and then it would open up into a really large club. It was quite surprising how big it really is. But Q, who is the manager there, lovely guy, really nice guy. And they used to have some fantastic parties and themed events and all kinds of stuff going on there. It really was, in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, but in my opinion, it really was one of the places to be. Now, you can see across the road here that Infinity Agogo is up for rent or lease. That was quite a strange place. Years ago, I believe it was involved with a couple of local lads here, and it's no longer around, which is a shame. You see, for rent or for lease. But I don't know, it was a long, narrow go-go bar. If you got right down to the very end, they had like bead curtains and stuff, and quite a good go-go in fairness. But as you can see here, it's not to be. But opposite, we just spin around here. Now you've got Palace Agogo, Atlantis, and you've got Tantra. And all 3 of these are very similar in their style, in their design, very close, very warm community inside, if you get my drift. And they're all 3 the same. I think they mainly aimed at the Chinese market, if I'm being honest. But nevertheless, there's some nice girls in there, and definitely worth checking out. Look at those cables up here. See these? Look, I don't know if you remember, but always used to have, see these cables? There used to be, let's just check this one out. Sorry to diversify, but you've got to see this. There always used to be fires, like when we had the rain season. See here? Look at that. Now, any of you engineers out there, you'll be having a heart attack looking at this. Look at that. Yeah, and what would happen is back in the day when we used to have the real big heavy rainpours, these used to explode. I shouldn't laugh really because it's bloody dangerous, but they used to explode, and quite often you'd see like 10 go-go bars down here all out of power because the electric's blown up. So we're just going to have a little wander up here. You've got Happy Agogo. Now the Happy Agogo group is the same owner as Baccarat, and they've got quite a few places in Bangkok as well. But this is the Happy Agogo. We'll just have a look up here. It was all right place, quite good. I won't go too far, but and there you can see there different little sidebars, which sadly are a casualty of COVID. And I mentioned in the first video that February the 12th is Chinese New Year, and on Walking Street they've redesigned the Walking Street sign in order for us to celebrate, which I've got to say, in my opinion, feels a bit naughty that we're celebrating something that's caused us so much problems. Anyway, who am I? I'm nobody to have an opinion such as that. All right, Baccarat. Now, if you haven't been in Baccarat, which is this bar here, let me just show you. There you go. Now, Baccarat is a themed go-go bar, and when I say themed, it's 2 floors, but the ceiling, or the floor, whichever way you look at it, if you're looking up at the ceiling or you stood upstairs on the 2nd floor, was a glass floor, meaning that whatever you were wearing, or is that the best way to say it? I don't know, whatever the girls were wearing upstairs, or rather not wearing, downstairs had a perfect view. And I will leave that to your imagination. Did you used to go into Baccarat? It was quite expensive back in the day. But I guess you pay for what you're getting. But did you go? If you did, drop a comment below. Let us know. You know, where in Walking Street were your go-to places? You know, where did you enjoy? This is another popular place opposite. This is called Pin Up a Go-Go. There we go. Now, I didn't particularly like Pin Up myself. Nothing against it. Just wasn't my cup of tea. It was quite a pushy environment, and they were always encouraging you to buy drinks, which I really don't like that. It's not my thing. I like to go out, enjoy myself, and if I want to buy a drink, I will buy a drink, but I don't want to be pushed into it. Just a little bit further up here, this is the Pier nightclub. Up there you go, Pier nightclub. Again, been here a long time, stood the test of time, and very, very popular with freelancers. So if you were out of an evening and looking for a place to go where you might find some company, the Pier was always a good place. Quite a young place, and the music was really quite powerful, very loud. All right, so we're heading further up now. Now here on the right hand side, this is one of the oldest, I think it's probably the oldest, I think, I'm not sure. Guys, tell me, help me out on this one. Is the Marine Disco, is that the oldest one here? I honestly don't know. I know it's been here a long, long time, but I'm not sure if it's the oldest one or not. But that's another good place. Very big upstairs as well. And again, freelancers go there, so you were never stuck for company. Now down here, this used to be a Muay Thai exhibition area, and in front, on down, let me just turn down, in front here used to be racks and racks of chairs. And the flag chasers used to come and sit in here. They would be ushered in, and they'd watch all this, all the 2 lads having a go, and occasionally they would encourage someone to come and have a go with them, more for them. And yeah, this is where the flag chasers used to hang out. All right, so across there, the Republic nightclub, and these little beer bars. Let me just have a walk through here. Do you know what? I haven't been through here for a while, but out the back here, in fact, yeah, let's go through. Come on, let's have a walk. So walking down here, this place on the left used to be a pool hall. Just there you go. All this area here used to be a pool hall, and you could come in here and play pool with the girls, and it was a really good place. And at the very far end of it used to be a band, used to play the band. And I think I may or may not have mentioned before that I've been in the band a few years myself, and occasionally like, I'd get up and play the drums, or I might even sing a song depending on how drunk I was. But yeah, this used to be a really good pool hall, but unfortunately it is no more. I mean, there shows you there, look at that. Friday the 20th of March, and we're talking last year. What is happening to our beautiful city? And there's the entrance there. That's the Republic. Not really a go-to place for me, if I'm being totally truthful. I don't know about you guys. What was all that about? Yeah, was the Republic somewhere you went to? Wasn't my cup of tea, but that's not to say it wasn't anybody else's. It was just something that, for me, wasn't really a go-to place. Okay, so let's head back down. And we're nearly back out here on Walking Street. All right, so let's head up. I'm only going to go up as far as Soi 16, which is a little bit further up. And again, you know, I hate seeing things like that. We're spending all that money doing a brand new Walking Street sign. Well, how about taking care of some of your people here that have got nothing? Anyway, that's another story. All right, so here on the right-hand side, two places for you. This one up here, Living Dolls, is a popular place. I don't know 100%, but I have been told that possibly that they're closing for good. I hope that's not true, but it could possibly be, I don't know. Next doors, Linda's. Now, if you like, what do you call them, chick with a dick? Anyway, if you like into that kind of stuff, that is a ladyboy bar. Linda's bar is a ladyboy bar. And yeah, they were very, how can we describe them? Encouraging for you to join them. That's probably the best way of saying it. And as you can see here on the left hand side, these used to be a lot of food. This used to be a restaurant here. Spin round, there you go. That used to be a restaurant. Great food as well, which sadly is no more. And then you've got these beer bars. And whether they survive and come back from the ashes, I really don't know. Such a shame. And one of the things that I was talking to Ricky in Pandora's, and he mentioned this, and I thought, what a valid point. We're all saying, oh yeah, you know, these bars are closing, someone else will buy them out. But it does take a lot of minerals to come in here and buy a bar. For the simple fact is that we don't really know what the future holds. So it's quite a tough one to do. You know, it's a brave decision in many ways. All right, so on the right hand side here now is Insomnia, iBar. Probably, I would say out of all of the nightclubs here, definitely the most famous, the most well known. And if you go into Insomnia, you see where the guys are sat there with that chair. If you walk in at the far end, there's pool tables. They used to have pool competitions, and then you would go upstairs into the nightclub. And yeah, to be fair, lots and lots of freelancers go in there. It's definitely a place to go if that's your thing, without a doubt. And they do great offers on bottle promotions and stuff like that. And they used to mark the bottle, so you could drink the bottle and come back another day and finish it off. Now, if you're into your live music, let's just show you this one up here. This is Hot Tuna Bar. Let's go through there. Now, this used to be a really, really good live music rock band area. Used to have loads of stalls out. Very, very popular back in the day. And a lot of the bands would come down from Bangkok, and they would spend the weekend here, entertain you, and then they would head off. They also had an in-house band as well. And this is the Hot Tuna Bar. I would imagine this will come back. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. It's a very popular place, and I would imagine that they will definitely bounce back. All right, so we're coming up near towards the end now. We're nearly up by what used to be the Rolling Bar. Sadly, it's gone. And as you can see here on the right hand side, another one of the Simon beer complexes. Again, it's all closed. Whether it will stay closed for good, I really don't know. I hope not, because these bars always had a purpose in Walking Street. But again, if you think about it, it's a large area that could quite easily, very quickly, be built into something else, as opposed to an established Agogo bar, because in there it was just literally some concrete blocks with some chairs around it, and that was it. That was what the Simon Bar complex was all about. That was their theme. So I guess it would fit in terms of how Walking Street's likely to be changed, and the changes they're proposing. It could well be that those kind of places like Simon's complexes may well be the ones that are under pressure. Who knows? Only time will tell. All right, so we're coming up to the end now, Soi 16. And back in the day, back in the day is where it used to be, I think it was called Rolling Live. And it was Soy 16, yeah. Rolling Live. It was a live music venue, which is now this Ras, or whatever you call it, Pattaya Walking Street. Never been in there, so I can't tell you. But this used to be a great live music bar, pool tables, etc. But unfortunately, it's gone. Talking of places that's gone, let's finish on what had to be one of the most notoriously well-known bars in the whole of Walking Street, and I'll show you where Exxon. Now, if you haven't heard of Exxon, I'll show you where it is. And this was a place where, to be honest with you, unless you'd gone inside and actually experienced it yourself, you would never believe what I would tell you. So let's leave it as that. It was just around this corner here. I remember my first time, oh my lord, it really just was a different level altogether. But yeah, Exxon, what a place. All right, so we're going to come around here and finish off just here. That's where it used to be. Okay guys, so let's just turn the camera around. All right, so there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed the second part of our Walking Street walkabout. If you didn't see part one, please check out the link below, and the description's in there. Don't forget guys, comment, let us know, where was your go-to place in Walking Street? Where was the one Walking Street Agogo that you always went to no matter what, because it was your go-to place? And please drop a comment below and let us know why it was. What made that place so special in your eyes? Okay, it's your opinion. Your opinion counts. That's what I love about our buzzing Pattaya community. There's so much interaction, which is brilliant. You know, I see some channels where they don't talk, they just play music, they just send out videos, and there's hardly any interaction. To me personally, nothing against their channel, each and everybody to their own, but for me, I love the interaction. And you know, every morning I get up and I personally answer every single comment, good or bad. Some of you trolls out there, you're brilliant, I love it. Some of your comments, come on, let's think of something original, because it really is. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second while Evel Knievel flies past me, thank you. So yeah, some of the troll comments are hilarious, but anyway, that's another story. All right guys, so that's it from me today here on Buzzing Walkabout. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. Don't forget, check out our Telegram group. There's more and more members joining every day. It's a really cool community where we chat away and talk to each other, as well as a photo group where I share photos that I've got where I've been around the GoGo bars, etc. Obviously the photos right now are ones in the past, but nevertheless they're good photos, and definitely keep you entertained. And don't forget, check out our members area. All right, so that's it for me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please comment your comments below. Let us know, what did you think about Walking Street, and I'll catch you in the very next video. Until then, take care.